Welcome aboard to Gourmet-on-the-go with Layover Creations. I'm Jennifer, a seasoned flight attendant with a passion for healthy eating and travel. This channel is your ultimate guide to nutritious, plant-based meals designed for anyone, but specifically for those constantly on the move. I'm talking to you, flight crews, business travelers, and adventurers alike. Join me as I share delicious recipes, meal prep tips, and creative ways to enjoy wholesome food that can be safely transported and eaten anywhere, from planes and airports to hotel rooms. Say goodbye to processed packaged meals and hello to Gourmet-on-the-go creations. Subscribe now and embark on a journey towards healthier, tastier travel meals. Today, learn how I prepared mushroom fajitas that are delicious. I begin by caramelizing onions in an oat butter over a medium-high heat. Here, you'll see me using a smoked salt. We purchased this online, and either we made a mistake or they did because our goal was to buy a black sea salt. But I decided to use it anyway because it sounded interesting, and it did prove to be an enhancement to these fajitas. The reason I began preparing my meals for trips was because I wanted to improve my health. So I'll be including health benefits of ingredients used in each of the videos as we wait for different stages of the cooking process to complete. Most information was gleaned from WebMD. I'll add the mushrooms and then talk to you about some of the ingredients. Once I did reach a nice color with these onions, I added the oyster mushrooms. They're sometimes referred to as pearl oyster or tree mushrooms as well. So prior to slicing the onions, I hand tore the caps and stems of the mushrooms apart. I do believe in building my flavors of my dishes throughout my creations. So once I did separate them, I added a very small amount of avocado oil and seasoned the mushrooms with sumac, Creole seasoning, and roasted garlic powder, and I let those sit until I was ready to add them to this saute pan. Mushrooms can contain quite a bit of moisture. I wanted these to be brown, so I placed them in the pan in a single layer and allowed them to brown on one side. I did initially press down to release some of the moisture. It took about 8 minutes before I came back and started pressing again to continue the browning process to obtain a golden color. Now would be a great time for me to tell you about some of the benefits I found from WebMD regarding some of the ingredients. Onions are a good source of vitamins, minerals, and fiber. They are rich in chemicals that can help protect your heart, lower your risk of some cancers, and make it easier for your body to make insulin. In my studying, I found a new compound called quercetin. At least I hope I'm saying it right. It's a plant compound with many health benefits, and that includes fighting inflammation, boosting the immune system, and also responsible for cancer-fighting properties. A diet full of quercetin has been associated with the lower risk of developing lung cancer. One study found that people who ate onions are also least likely to have cancer of the colon, throat, ovaries, and prostate. In one experiment, onions and garlic extracts also slowed the growth of several microbes. Onions have substances that act as prebiotics, which can help with digestion by passing through the small intestine and feeding healthy bacteria to the large intestine. Onions also play a role in preventing osteoporosis. Onions also help break down blood clots, lowering the risk of heart disease and stroke. While I was reading you the health benefits of onions, you can see that I began adding jalapeños and some baby bell peppers. These I had left over from a previous 4-day trip, but you can feel free to use large bell peppers as well. Now let's go over the benefits of sea salt. Sea salt keeps you hydrated, reduces fluid retention, balances electrolytes, prevents muscle cramps. It's great for skin health, improves digestion, nourishes your adrenal glands, and regulates blood pressure. How about mushrooms? Mushrooms are low in calories. They have health-boosting vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants, including being high in vitamin D, which helps with cell growth. It's high in zinc. It's a rich source of potassium, known for reducing the negative impacts of sodium. It lessens the tension in blood vessels, which may lower your blood pressure. Mushrooms contain high amounts of selenium, which prevents cell damage. It is also high in vitamin B6, and that helps our bodies form red blood cells. I also found during my stint with COVID that selenium is needed for my thyroid to be healthy. So what I'm doing here is still trying to get rid of some of that moisture. I use the spatula to press down, and it's squeezing out the moisture so that I can have browned mushrooms, and that's what I'm going for, is a brown look instead of the white look. If you prefer yours to be white, go ahead and stop whenever you're ready, but I like mine to have that nice golden color. So that's what I'm doing right now. I have turned off the heat now, and I'm starting to warm up some tortillas. You will see that I'm adding a shot of Louisiana coffee rum. I add that for flavor. That is definitely optional for you. Now, the health benefits of the jalapeños and bell peppers. Jalapeños are rich in vitamins A and C, and they have potassium. They do help fight against damage to your cells, and the spicy flavor of the jalapeños does have benefits as well. All the peppers contain folate, vitamins K, and vitamins B. And WebMD says that jalapeños actually speed up metabolism. They can help you burn fat and curb your appetite if you eat them regularly. I'll go over the benefits of the regular bell peppers in another video, as I don't have enough time in this one yet, but I do use bell peppers quite often. So check out one of the other videos and I'll have that information for you. In the background, you can see that I have some tortillas on a flame. At least they're in the very top corner there, but I do tend to use the small street taco size tortillas as my go-to on trips, and that's because they're so small. I can quickly and easily make them in the planes, and I can serve myself between passengers or between flights when the plane is being cleaned, or I can eat them in the airport fairly quick or in the crew lounges. I do like the keto low-carb tortillas because they actually don't require heating to be able to roll or bend them. Here I'm adding the fajita mix on top of each of the tortillas, and then I'm going to follow that up with some red cabbage. I like using the red cabbage instead of the green because it has a more peppery taste to it, and many people, including me, believe that it's the most nutritious food. It's low in calories, it's chock full of important vitamins and minerals, including vitamins A, B6, and E. Folate, calcium, magnesium, potassium, manganese, phosphorus, zinc, and riboflavin are all included in the red cabbage, and red cabbage has a higher amount of antioxidants than any other cabbage. WebMD says that the benefits include heart health, brain protection, bone health, digestive health, weight control, colorectal cancer prevention, reducing breastfeeding discomfort, and reducing diabetes risk and brain health. Now, most of the time I do prepare my work food at the same time as my dinner, and then I place the prep food in the fridge or freezer for my next work trip. So here you'll see that my husband and I are going to enjoy the tacos with the red beans and forbidden rice dish that we prepared. We did use a jarred salsa for this dish. Salsa is easy, but we don't always have the time to prepare everything, even though it is my preference. So I will be taking these tacos with me. I do take everything separately. My filling is in one bowl, my red cabbage is in another, and I did put microgreens on this one. That's what you see on top here. Microgreens just make everything look so special to me when I'm on a trip. When I'm in the hotel room, it just makes me feel like I'm not just in a hotel. So that was the meal for today. I hope to see you again on the next video.